Hi, this is a follow-up video from my last video, but it's following on from something totally different. This is about my happier time in childhood. I remember years ago, we used to have a caravan. We got rid of it when I was 13, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So about 15 years ago now we got rid of the caravan. Those were some of the best memories, to be honest. As a child, those were the best memories as a child, having the caravan. And to be honest, I do miss having the caravan. It's for me, having a caravan is a time to get out and away from everything, go away to clear your mind. With the caravans, a lot of these websites, a lot of these caravan sites, you don't have phone signal, you don't have internet, so it takes you away from the outside world really and gives you a fresh look at life. It's peaceful, it's tranquil. It's about getting away from it all, and it's about meeting new people as well that sharing the same interest in caravan, the same interests in caravanning as yourself. You can meet a lot of nice people on the caravan sites. To be honest, I don't really like going abroad. It's too hot for me, to be honest. And I'd much prefer going away in a caravan this country to some hotels and that. I'd say, like, the caravan we used to have was a touring caravan, but I do miss it. Yeah, I really do want a caravan now, but if I did get a caravan now, what I'd like to do is, if I did have a touring caravan, I'd like to keep it on a caravan site locally where I can go and use it, say, for the weekend. And use it for the weekend on a caravan site locally where I can, say, go on the car or on the bus to somewhere like nearby. I would also consider doing it in a static caravan. Excuse me. But I'd much prefer the touring caravans, the smaller, and I just find them more used to how it was when I was a child. I know the smaller the touring caravans, but I find them more cosy and more relaxing. Plus, the fact they're more cheaper to look after and run as well. And a lot of these static caravan fees are very expensive for a static caravan, and also a static caravan, a lot of the sites you have to get rid of the static caravan past a certain age. Yeah. But for me as a child, it was about going away on the Friday night, sleeping in the car on the way down, and then being on the caravan site in the morning. Some of the best memories I have were in the static caravan. I was heartbroken. We're in the caravan. Sorry, I was heartbroken when we got rid of the caravan, but I was heartbroken when we got rid of the caravan. As I say, I would use it weekends and possibly weekdays as well when I'm not doing anything. But at the moment, currently unemployed and not working. Also, if I did get a touring caravan, just wanting to keep it on the site, I don't have that full driving licence that they require. I have passed my driving test, but now, in order to have a caravan, like a touring caravan, you need to tow it. And you need a specialist licence for towing. My dad could tow it on his car, no problem, but my car's only a little 1.2, but my dad's is a Shogun 3.2 long wheelbase, so his car can pull about anything. I know a lot of people that have just recently bought caravans. My uncle's got a caravan. He's had his years, but I'm more like him in a way that I prefer like the more simplest times in life. I prefer like the caravan. Yeah, give me a caravan to a posh, fancy 5-star all-inclusive hotel any day. For me, it's about going away, mixing and learning with nature. Countryside caravan sites. There's loads to do in the country. You can have a walk, and yeah, one of the reasons why we got rid of the caravan was a couple of reasons. It had a bit of damp in, but also the last time we were away, to be honest, it rained for a fortnight. 10B Rose 13, I think our last pitch was, but I think that was when I was about 12 or 13. I'm not 100% sure on there, but some things do stay in your mind. But the rain bouncing off the caravan roof, just that sound, the noise of the birds tweeting in the morning. Yeah, I know it's just things most people won't look at, but yeah, I know it's most people look at. Most people won't look at it, but for me it's all about the simple things in life. Yeah, if I was going to get a caravan, the layout, what I'd have is a 4 to 6 berth, and also I would prefer it if I don't know if you can do it now, but the way we used to have the layout in our caravan was at the front you had 2 like couches, and then you had a drawer at the end where you pulled out the rest of the slats and folded the bed up, And then there was, when you walked in, there was the toilet. That was on the left. And then at the back, there was like 2 couches as well, but the rest lifted up to a bunk bed. I don't know if you can still get these layouts now or not, but I know a lot of these caravans have the double beds in. Yeah. And some of the ones I've seen before where the double bed is, the problem is with them, you have to go through that bedroom at the back into the toilet area. So if someone, say, was in like one of the other bedrooms and they needed a wee or needed the toilet, they'd have to walk through that area, through the bedroom at the double bed, into the toilet as well. I do know that with the caravan, with ours, you needed a stabiliser. The hitch lock at the end, that goes over the end of the tow bar of the caravan, and I think that had another cover over it which was red, and I think that stops people trying to steal it, sort of thing. Then you've got the wheel lock for the caravan that goes onto the wheel like it's a wheel clamp that protects it at the back. A bit like, if you don't know what I mean, a bit like how when people wheel clamp you, it's like that sort of thing, but with the caravan. Like the stabiliser does stop the car wobbling, the caravan wobbling about and trying to stop it jackknifing when you're towing it and that. And for the caravan, you can, when we had, back in our day when we had the caravan, it used to be only full awnings, and then some awnings you had an annex, and then in a tent, what you could use as a bedroom. But now I know that a lot of new caravans have blow up awnings, and a lot of them are not full awnings, to just cover part of the caravan, like half awning, like a porch sort of thing. And with our caravan, we used to have these things over the legs, like there's the square plates, and I think they're designed to stop the caravan sinking into the ground, and I think they level the caravan up better as well. Also with the caravanning, you need electric leads. You use, for gas bottles, you could either get the blue gas bottles or the orangey red ones. I know the orangey red gas bottles are really designed for winter usage in the cold weather months. Also, you can have a trolley for, also you can have water barrels for a caravan, where you fill the water in, like fill it up, and for wastewater and that, you need a separate trolley as well to take away the wastewater. But regardless of the water, on the caravans, a lot of these caravan sites now, some of them do it, but some of them don't. There's a lot of these caravan sites now, you can get a basic pitch, which is just the pitch, where you just park the caravan, have to use the battery, that sort of thing. Then you can get electric hookup pitches, which is where you just get the electric and then you have to go for the water separately. But also a lot of these caravan sites, what we went to as a child, have super pitches. These allowed you to have the water, TV aerial, electric, and toilet disposal all on one facility on one pitch, which means you can basically just stay on your pitch and it's easier. They do go up in price, but basic cheapest, then the electric, then the super pitch is more. A lot of these caravan sites, what we used to see at, you can walk from the caravan site down to the beach, quite like that. A lot of the caravan sites have swimming pools, indoor pools, outdoor pools. And yes, the killer rate for caravans is damp, a bit like how a bit like how rust is a killer to cars. Our very first caravan, the ABI, we had to get that scrapped. My dad tried fixing it, but we had to get that scrapped in the end because there was a load of damp in it. Like with a caravan, you have the outer aluminium layer, I believe, and then in between that you've got a layer. You've got a layer of foam, and then you've got the plyboard, MDF, that sort of stuff. And when damp starts in a caravan, it can start on the MDF, and sometimes you can get away with just taking the MDF plyboard off and replacing that. But if it's too bad, the damp, it's like a cancer for caravans. It spreads, and if you don't catch it early enough, it keeps spreading. Yeah, if you don't catch it early enough, it keeps spreading. So with our old one, my dad took the plyboard off, and all the foam, insulation foam, was damp underneath. So you're taking that out, and then it's spreading to other parts of the caravan, and it's just not pliable getting that fixed, really. As I said, if you don't catch it early enough, it's like a cancer. It spreads, a bit like how if you don't catch rust in a car, it spreads. Yeah. And I remember once with our eldest Crusader Superstorm, my dad had to glue the floor back in as well. I remember the first time we took the eldest, the second caravan, away on the pitch. The first time on the pitch at the caravan site, jockey wheel had gone, the threads had gone in the jockey wheel, and also the brakes had seized on and overheated, and that, so some of these things you remember as a child, but for me it was all part of the enjoyment really of having a caravan. Not the damp and that, because that ruins them, but the uncertainty of it all. The biggest arguments on the holiday were between my dad and my mum. Were putting the horn up or reading the map on the way down. But yeah, for me, like, it's just about getting away from it all, really. As I say, I would like a caravan. If there's anyone out there that would like to donate me a caravan or donate me a pitch for a caravan within local area of Darlington, with, say, travelling on bus distance, it's about getting away from it all. As I say, I would prefer, like, caravan wise, a 4-6 berth, because I'd like to take my family over to it. The family are only the real friends I've got, really. We could use it at the weekends. I could use it. I could live in it. It's back to a simplistic time for me. It'd take me away from the internet, which is what I need, and to be away from it all, because with me, most of my problems, because I'm not doing anything at home, because I'm getting preoccupied, I start emailing and going on websites, people misinterpret what I say and what I put, because out of desperation of looking for something to do and looking for a guff and partner, that sort of stuff. But if I had a caravan, it would take me away from it all. It would help me get back to the happier times in my life. It would help me get away from the internet, meet new people, and get away from it all. Yeah, it's about getting back for one with nature and listening to the birds tweeting on the morning, having the sunrise through your window and the rain bouncing off the roof. It's things like that I like, that I remember as a child. I know it's been a long one tonight, but I just miss having a caravan. It was one of the happiest memories I used to have as a child. Just like to get this story out, really, and share it with the world. If there's anyone who wants to sponsor me or help out in that, most obliged. But at the end of the day, doesn't really bother me that. All that bothers me is helping other people on this channel, helping other people like myself, sharing my stories, so people don't know that, so people don't think they're alone, so people don't have to hide behind the barriers, hide behind the disabilities. These videos are for people to know that they can be themselves and there's no harm in being themselves. Yeah, I have wanted to do stuff like this in a while, and nowhere has really wanted to work with me trying to get this lifestyle and being the role model that I want to be. So I thought, why not try to give it a go myself, really, and try to start off small, and then hopefully companies will want to work with me more and hopefully I can be that role model that I want to be, and hopefully I can help other people. If one person has felt any better seeing any of my videos, that just makes it worthwhile for me. Thank you.